Hello everyone, MFPallytime here. Running a little late today. Just got out of the shower. Got this little weird curl thing going on here. Welcome here. Oh no! Where is that even coming from? I don't know where it's coming from. I don't have anything open. What was that? Well, I muted my desktop, so hopefully you guys didn't hear that. But, oh my god. I mean, I know you heard it a little bit, but I was echoing like a motherfucker. I didn't even have a YouTube browser open. They were all closed. Welcome to a video. I don't have chat open now because I just killed Chrome. I killed that process. Hope you guys are having a great morning today. I was thinking about my schedule recently, and it's like I'm working 8-hour days now that I'm streaming, which is weird. Because I actually have like a set schedule. I wake up at like 11:30 when Holly comes home for lunch, and then, you know, when she leaves, I start prepping for streams. I make thumbnails. I get the events ready. Then we start the day up. Oh god, just kill it. Just kill it. I almost started it. We start the streams up. I get another hour break at about 5 o'clock for lunch, and then we jump into squadron streams. So it's been really weird. But a problem happened. Holly didn't come home from work today for lunch, so I slept in until 1 p.m. Gotta tell you, I feel good. I think sleeping in until 1 p.m. is just what the doctor ordered, but nonetheless, welcome everybody. We're going to be taking a look at Sylvanas today. She is one of the strongest characters in the whole game, if you ask me, although she is at her current weakest state. She allows her team to play in ways that no other character can. Essentially, by having a Sylvanas on your team, it can completely change the strategy that your team can employ and make you approach battlefields in dynamic ways. Great, fantastic character. And we've been seeing a lot of people play her incorrectly recently. A lot of people play her incorrectly. So, because you guys requested, and I've seen a lot of evidence that it's needed, we're going to be doing another Sylvanas video. All right. By the way, apparently she's bugged, chat says. I don't know how she's bugged. Don't really care. Not really that worried. Not that worried about it. So, yesterday, team, I gotta come clean with you. Yesterday, I had an amazing Stitches stream. This fantastic Stitches stream. Great stream. I did amazing. The builds all worked really well. We started out with a baseline and then improved it and then did a totally different build. They were all fun. I had amazing hooks the whole stream. Was feeling really good about it. And then I go check the comments on that video, and it's nothing but, Pally, you're killing yourself with this poison. Oh, Pally, stop it. Oh my god, you're gonna die. And I gotta tell you, you guys really deflated my sails. You really took the wind out of my sails after that stream. One monster is not gonna kill me. Let's just be very clear about that. It was, I either drank a monster and streamed that day, or I slept on the couch for another 6 hours. It was one of those situations. So I went with the one that had me streaming. Now I'm drinking Gatorade. I can't wait for this. PallyTime, it has so much sodium. You don't need those electrolytes. You're only supposed to drink that if you've been sweating a lot. You don't sports. You don't sports, Pally. So good. Gatorade's so good. Look at this angry cloud. Also, I don't know when my audience became a wheezing old man.
Oh yeah. Starting this thing.
Because normally the viewer voice is like this when I don't agree with it, but I don't know how it turned into a 90-year-old smoker. I'm not sure. Not sure when that transition happened. So level 1, we're gonna go for Overflowing Quiver. If everyone was smart, they'd be roaming with me and getting a tower. But we're not doing that. Also, we don't know who our solo laner is. It's good. Probably Tyrael. Probably should be Tyrael. So our Q ability is called Withering Fire. You just want to hold this down all the time. You have 5 charges of it. When a minion dies, you get more charges, and you can totally keep like a lane stunned and push in and deal a lot of damage, and it feels really good. Our W ability is called Shadow Dagger. You send this out on a target, and then it will spread to other targets in the area. As you'll notice, I use it on ETC there, and then it spread to the nearby buildings and wall and stuff. Our E ability is the Haunting Wave, which sends out a wave of banshees that we can then jump to. Beefy Bruce, thank you for sponsoring. Why didn't that show up in chat? Sends out a wave of banshees that we can then jump to. And then our trait, which is really, really important, Super Kami Guru. Oh, Coach Coco, thank you for sponsoring. It's not showing up on stream chat. I don't know why. It's bothering me. Now I'm concerned. Thank you for the donations. I'm sure they'll be read in a moment. Maybe we have a backlog. Maybe that's the thing.
Thank you.
The beacons are energizing. You have to control them.
I don't know. See, why is it doing all of this at one time? We might have to turn these off, team. If I'm just gonna keep yelling at myself. But our trait is what allows Sylvanas to go in and really deal a lot of turned you off. I just turned you off. What, do I have to remove the donation thing entirely? Are you just gonna keep doing it?
Hey!
Oh, fuck me.
Thank you.
What the fuck?
Hey!
Oh my god.
Thank you.
Shut the fuck up! These aren't even recent! Remove donations. Yes. Remove donations.
Hey!
Yes.
Thank you.
Remove donations. It is no longer a source. Let's see if it keeps doing it. Did I beat you? Did I beat you? Alright, I think we won the battle. Oh, but I fucking died. We won the battle, but I lost the war. Okay. Where the fuck were we? So, you know all of our basic abilities now. Thomas Roge, thank you for the donation. You know all of our abilities now. But how we use them is important. We always want to be applying as much pressure as possible to towers. And it's really important that our team gets the objective here so we can push in with that objective and be very, very impactful with it. We are going to go for Withering Barrage at level 4, which is going to make it a little bit easier for us to land our Q on any enemies that might be in the area. I'm going to rotate up top and try to help with this, although we're losing bottom to a single Li Ming right now, which should not be happening. Just being complacent in the lane by the looks of things. We can move it on this with our team, though. Looks like Diva is channeling right now. Valera from the back. We do need to put a stop to that. They do have a healer up here, which obviously gives them a pretty significant advantage, but we should be able to hold it at least. If Tyrael would go back to the base and get healthy, we could hold it no problem. We're not working together, team. I don't think we're working together. All right. So let's head back. The focus of this build today is going to be around our Q ability. And the reason for that is it gains charges whenever minions die nearby. And if we're pushing the lane with the objective like we should be, we're going to allow that objective to push way farther than it would be able to otherwise. I thought I saw Valera. Obviously I didn't. Alright, so we're going to stay up here with Tyrael for as long as we can. We are going to go for Barb Shot here. This way, if the enemy team does get the objective, which, I mean, for a moment there it was looking really likely that they were, if they do get the objective and they start to push in with that, then all of a sudden we can just deal a ton of damage to the objective and not really have to worry about the consequence. He teleported into Roots. And not really have to worry about the consequences of them having this big ball of Zerg coming towards us. We can just kind of deal with it. We need to keep this pressure up so Malfurion doesn't just heal it. Was that a spin? I couldn't tell if he was just body blocking. No, that was a spin. Okay. You get one. You get one. You gonna jump to me, little Maltheo? You wanna come this way? We need to make sure we don't get rooted. Alright, looks like we got the Zerg wave. The reason I was aggressive with my Banshees there is because we knew that Malthael would be by himself, and we would be pushing in to secure a kill. Otherwise, you'd never, ever, ever, ever want to use your Banshees to be aggressive at all. Always use your Banshees to disengage from things. That will definitely keep you safe. My job now, as the objective is pushing in, is just simply to keep these towers disabled. And because our healer didn't rotate up, we are going to have a little bit of a problem doing that, but we can make do. Basically, by disabling these towers and forcing the enemy team back, we make our objective significantly stronger than what the enemy should be able to do, which is obviously a win for our team. And Sylvanas can do this on just about any map that has an objective that is pushing forward. Even on maps like Hanamura, it's not a bad idea to pick up a Sylvanas just to make your push a little bit more potent. We do have Wailing Arrow coming out now. We used it to silence the enemy team's Valera. Probably not entirely appropriate, but we will try to cut off her escape here. She is invisible. And I don't have a way currently to bring her out of stealth. And our bottom lane still not responding to this at all. Hey, good job, team. Good job on that rotation. You did great, let me tell you. Just a great rotation there. Good teamwork. The objective is still pushing up top. So with that little shitty, what was it, a 6-minute objective, we were able to not only clear a tier 1 building, but push further into a tier 2. Whereas the enemy team, who had just about as much Zerg, barely got a wall down. And that is essentially the power of Sylvanas. You want to play safe, you want to constantly be holding down Q, and you want to spread your W as much as possible and use your Banshees to escape. Now obviously, as you saw there, when ETC was chasing me down, we were stunned and could not disengage from that situation because while our Banshees were out, we couldn't reactivate the ability to go to it. Generally speaking, I do not think that Sylvanas players should be getting mercenary camps at all. Your team should be doing that, not the Sylvanas. Dude, there's 4 bot. We're pushing top team. We are moving in. As long as they stay down there, we have... Oh, here he is. Leave me alone. Fucking stage dive. I was gonna make a play, ETC. God, why'd you ruin it for me?
Of course.
Where was I going? I don't think that Sylv should be taking mercenary camps at all because it's way too slow of a process. But these little fire bats here, they die so fast. You can go ahead and do that. Even though you can disable an entire minion wave and you can disable an entire mercenary camp, I do not feel as though it's a good use of your time. Just because her damage output on targets like that is so low that you're gonna be taking yourself out of fights for long periods of time. Looks like our team's trying to fight down in the bottom lane. We do not have anyone top right now because I left, so we need to make sure that we secure this objective. As long as we get the objective, it's fine that I missed out on a wave of XP. We know they're going to be rotating down pretty soon. So as long as we can hold this, we are fine. If we can get a kill here as well, that would be pretty beneficial. We're spreading our W in here. We'll go ahead and silence these guys as they're moving in as well, making it so Malthael cannot heal himself and will be taken down. There are 2 heroic ability options for Sylvanas, but pretty much the only one you should pick up is Wailing Arrow, if we're just being honest here. There are situations where mind control is like, yeah, okay, I could kind of see that, but If you're watching this video to learn Sylvanas, then you probably don't know what those situations are. If you've played a lot of Sylvanas, then I'll leave that up to your discretion. Let's go ahead and jump up here. Malfurion is over there. We're going to go for Windrunner here. And we're going to try our best not to get rooted. I don't think I can win this fight. Now I know I can't win this fight. That new Malfurion, man. He's all about that burst damage. He didn't even land roots and he was able to kill me that quick. But at least our team pushed bottom behind a fort. Okay. Diva is rotating up top to get the objective. We can move up there too. Battle Malfurion. Basically every Malfurion right now is Battle Malfurion. I'm sorry I didn't totally read those donation messages. The only one I did catch because of all those technical problems was there an announcement at E3 that I liked. I mean, honestly, I haven't been following it much this year. I haven't really seen much of anything. I saw that Fallout is getting virtual reality, which is kind of cool. But other than that, I didn't really see too much, to be totally honest. Which is really out of character for me. It used to be my job to watch that shit. Let's silence these two. Miss Li Ming, I don't think it matters. We can spread our W. It might hit her. Yeah, we can finish her off there. Beautiful. Malfurion is pushing in on our back line. Lily is being chased by Malthael. But we're in range. We have our Q. We have these things. Not going to use those Banshees. Malfurion went back in with them. Shouldn't have done that. That is something that you should not do. Now, I hope our team knows that we all want to be pushing here and we don't need anyone to defend top. But it looks like people are going back to defend top. Now, it is worth mentioning that Sylvanas is only as strong as the team that she is with. Even though she does enable these massive pushes and she has new strategies that she can allow her team to do, if her team doesn't help her with anything, then she's just another character on the battlefield. We are pushing in here pretty hard, though. Unfortunately, I was rooted. Hopefully, ETC doesn't combo with a power slide. He did not. I'm going to go for Cold Embrace at level 16, simply because it increases our burst damage as a team. So if we focus targets like that Valeera that dive a little too deep, it can be quite strong. They really are trying to apply a lot of pressure here, even though we're pushing in really hard. Malthael is still up in the top lane while we're having a full-on team fight down here. Still has not rotated down. Valeera may have stepped up a little too far there, but those roots are going to stop me from moving in. And, well, that could have gone a lot better if it was a 5v5. Let's just put it that way. Good silence from Malfurion, though, stopped me from disengaging. Roots stopped me from disengaging. And Li Ming was able to kill me off. We do have some options for spell damage mitigation. We could pick up Spell Shield if we wanted to. And Will of the Forsaken is not a bad talent to pick up if the enemy team has like a Butcher that's going to be charging you or something. Like an easy stun that you see coming. You could be like, oh, let's get out of this. And just hit Will of the Forsaken. It's a self-cleanse like what Malthael has in his kit as well. Totally underutilized. Totally underutilized. You don't see a lot of people picking that up. I feel like that's a symptom of people just going with, oh, I saw this talent build online though, let's do that. And not really understanding the power that a self-cleanse actually has. We'll go ahead and take this camp really quick. Looks like there's a Malthael and a Valeera just underneath us, so we do need to be careful here. Still don't see the... Okay, the Valeera's in the base. Okay. We'll go ahead and silence that Furion so he can't heal on top of that. Doesn't look like... Oh, okay. That will be enough. I was thinking there wasn't going to be much damage follow-up. We're going to go ahead and use our Banshees here aggressively. And then use them again to get the fuck out because I use them too aggressively. Now, when we do that, we do gain more charges on our Q ability, which does allow us to dish out a little bit more damage. So if you do have that talent that allows you to kind of Banshee around a little bit more often, I don't think it's a terrible thing. to use your Banshees a little bit more aggressively. You just need to do it sparingly because it will get you killed in some situations. Okay, guess we're done chasing. What we could do right now is rotate up top and get that. Honestly, if we were a little bit more organized, I think we could have cored. It looks like that top mini wave is going to take care of itself with the help of that mercenary camp that we took. We can go ahead and grab this. We'll grab the beacons. And I think we're good to go. I think that's game. Now, granted, I can't disable any more towers because they're all dead, so I don't make the objective any stronger from here on out, but we are pretty decent at pushing. Are they actually going to get top? Do we have Judge off cooldown? This is definitely a good judgment opportunity. Didn't do it. Okay. So we're pushing the off lane into the core. Don't get rid of it. Oh, fuck me. Oh, I can't leave. There is a cooldown time when you shoot out your ultimate. You can't detonate it right away. And you have to re-detonate your R for it to actually silence the target. So I did shoot out the ultimate at Li Ming there. She was a little bit too close. And I wasn't able to actually detonate the ability, so it didn't get any value. I was out of position, tried to move with the Banshees. Couldn't quite do it. That is another situation where Will the Forsaken could have allowed you to live through that altercation. If we do get caught by the roots, that's fine. We can get out. But that's going to be a good game. If we look at the stats, you can see Sylvanas is pretty good. Not only good at siege damage, good at hero damage too, and I didn't even play her that well. We died 5 times.
MVP.
There is one other build I want to bring your attention to. Today's stream is going to be pretty short, team, because there's only 2 Sylvanas builds, so it's not like we can stretch that out over an hour and a half. It's pretty much no. There's 2 Sylvanas builds, and you can do one of them, or you could do the other. And then you bring in talents like Will of Forsaken or Spell Shield as necessary. But the build we used in that game was Overflowing Quiver. When a nearby enemy minion dies, a free Withering Fire is shot. This cannot hit heroes. Allows you to push lanes really, really well. Then Withering Barrage increases the Withering Fire charge by 1, and charges can be fired 33% faster. Barb Shot. Withering Fire deals 200 bonus damage to minions, mercenaries, and monsters. This is a fantastic talent to pick up on Battlefield of Eternity. You can melt that giant angel or demon, whoever, so damn fast, and it's pretty impressive to watch, actually. Then we did go for the Wailing Arrow into the Wind Runner. This combos extremely well with Barb Shot. On that same map, on that Battlefield of Eternity, you could do a lot of damage with that. It's a lot. And then we went for Cold Embrace. It's the one I would recommend no matter which build you were doing. Simply lowers the armor of the first enemy that you use your W on. Now keep in mind, this is not an enemy hero. This also weakens PvE objectives. Once again, making Sylvanas pretty amazing at burning down PvE targets. And then at level 20, I typically go for Fury of the Storm. I think this combos extremely well with the vulnerability. So you can, so let's say in this perfect scenario, right? You Banshee into a target aggressively because you know you can kill them. You fire off all, or you hit your W, fire off all of your Qs, and auto attack that target for that guaranteed critical hit damage with Fury of the Storm. You're looking at well over 1,000 damage there. In fact, we can take a look at that really quick because this is going to be a short stream anyway. They need to make this sorting better. If I were to type Sylv on that first screen and then be like, oh, she's not in the featured, I guess I'll look under the heroes, I'd have to type in Sylv again, which doesn't seem super optimized. Okay, so set level 20.
Choose a talent.
And we'll pick up
Choose
all
a
those
talent.
talents that I
Choose a
just
talent.
mentioned.
Choose a talent. Choose a talent. Choose a talent.
So it would look something like this. And then you're looking at 2,000 burst damage minimum. And you still have your ult on top of that. So 5,000 damage just like that. If you pick up Fury of the Swarm and you're able to get your resets on your Q and you have the vulnerability on the target. Pretty amazing stuff. The other build I would recommend is focused on her W ability, which is pretty good. Oh, he's offline. Which is pretty good. It's not used as much these days, which is why we went for the Q build first. But still pretty strong, and it does have the benefit of giving self-healing back to Sylvanas, so she has a little bit of sustain on her own, and she's allowed to trade into targets a little bit easier. As you notice, I mean, the new Malfurion is crazy in 1v1s. He has self-sustain and a ton of burst damage. But I went up to that Malfurion in the last game, got blown up, because we don't have any sustain for ourselves. The build we did in the first game, very, very team-oriented, where this build is going to be kind of burst split pushing, burst XP lane soaking. Like, we're not going to follow the lane all the way down or anything. We're just going to show up, deal damage, get out of the lane, and then go help our team in another thing. Oh, my throat sucks today. Throat's real bad today. Oh, today's Wednesday. I have to do that long Slugfest stream. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Drink a lot of water. Do some gum. Something like that. So, as I mentioned, this build is going to be focused a bit more on the W ability of Sylvanas. We can still pick up some pretty interesting talents in here as well. I'll be right back really quick.
Fight's about to start. Get your stuff together.
Okay. There's some medicine I forgot to take this morning that I needed to take. Dude, waking up at 1 p.m. sucks. Well, move the microphone, sorry. It totally ruined my rhythm.
10 seconds.
This chair is so squeaky today, oh my god. So level 1, we are still going to go for Overflowing Quiver. It's really the only option at level 1. If we're being honest. All these are stupid. Especially on this map. But Overflowing Quiver. I'm just going to go down and soak my lane. Now if our team wanted to, we could be trying to cheese a tower down here. They are starting to show up in middle. So what I'm going to do is just try to get this tower as fast as I can. As long as we keep shooting this tower, it will not be able to shoot back. And the second we see someone missing, we want to get the fuck out of town. I think Diva might be heading down.
Give the order.
Okay. See you later, buddy. Good try. You tried hard. What do I think of the new Thrall? I think he's great. I really like the burst damage on old Thrall, but it seems like you could still do that,
Show them
which is good.
my will is my own.
I don't think we win this lane by ourselves. He has too much sustain. So I'm using my Banshees here simply to freeze the lane a little bit further back from my towers so we don't use up all of the ammunition. That was not me using the Banshees to dive in. That was not me being aggressive with Banshees. That was simply trying to stall the lane because our minions were like right here and I wanted them to get in before the towers had to fire too much. Just so we're clear on that. I don't want you guys to think I'm going back on my word.
My will is my own.
Don't! Stop healing off me! I don't like it. I'm gonna have to be... So hopefully the other Malthael, our friendly Malthael, can deal with that guy just fine. I'm gonna go for Lost Soul. This reduces the cooldown of our W ability each time it spreads to a hero, right? Yeah, each time it spreads to a hero, it's gonna reduce the cooldown of that ability by 1.2 seconds. So we can throw it in here, and as it spreads to the rest of that team, that just means that we can use our W ability again. And again, it's already off cooldown one more time. Just allows you to spread your AoE damage out a little bit more, especially in team fights where the enemy team's going to be clumped up a lot. And it also allows you to heal a lot more later on as we progress into the later half of this game. I'm being aggressive here, team.
Don't forget to check the pockets.
I'm not sure how bottom went. Looks like we only got that top left, or top right, excuse me, so not quite ideal. But we can shove this lane out a little bit into this thrall here. And then, looks like this is our lane now. But because the lane is already pushing in, I'm not going to push any further with it. I'm going to rotate and try to help push another lane with our team, rather than just wasting all of my time in that one lane. Like, we can move in here and do a lot of tower damage very, very quickly as long as everyone moves in. And we are missing out on a little bit of soak, but the towers here, if we are able to secure them, should be more beneficial than that 1 or 2 lanes of XP we're missing in the top lane. But I am going to go back up there before it gets to our tower. So now that it's starting to push back in, I'm going to ping danger because Thrall's missing and head back up. At this level range, I'd like to get Unstable Poison. Because again, we're going for like a very quick split push mentality. We want to come up here, we want to soak this XP and then be useful somewhere else on the map. So we come up, we use Unstable Poison, which allows like when something that has your trait on it dies, it just blows up. And then when it blows up, it deals damage to everything around it. So it allows you to push lanes extremely quickly, as I hope you're about to see. Seriously, I'm gonna Banshee them. I'm salty. Which will then push into the tower. They're not responding to me at all right now, and Thrall has left the lane, so we're gonna keep both of these towers disabled. As our team is dealing with all this stuff in the middle lane right now. And then as the minion wave comes in, we'll just deal with that very quickly. Alright, turn it back up. D.Va's on her way up. Alright. We're gonna zone for Asmodan here. We could throw out our... I don't want to step in those roots. I don't want to make that tree in any stronger. We can throw out our W on that D.Va mech and it'll spread to everyone on the team, and it's already off cooldown to spread again. And it's already off cooldown to spread again. As long as we can keep doing this, we're gonna deal so much fucking damage to this enemy team. Gotcha. I gotcha. Where are you trying to go? Now, what we should do as a team is all middle, and I'm just gonna ping this a fucking lot so everyone comes middle, and then we can use Sylvanas' pushing power to our advantage here and take down this tower very, very quickly. Now, it doesn't matter how fucking much you ping, someone will always not join you. But that's okay, we got this building. Alright, now we rotate up top, because that has the fattest minion wave, we can get the most XP, and we can push that building down as well pretty quickly. I'm going to ping for a lot of assistance here as well, just to make sure that the team is following me now. I'm Sylvanas, I'm kind of dictating where our team goes at this point, and I'm allowing us to take over these buildings extremely easily. And we can just continue to apply pressure to this Genji as he's trying to poke in. And now it wouldn't be a bad idea to take that over. But again, I don't want to take these camps over by myself. We definitely want to have someone coming in to help us take these. And how you want to position for camps like this is you want to be standing next to a minion, or next to a mercenary camp minion, that you can just continuously hold down your Q on, and then just auto attack the remainders, which will basically keep the whole camp stunned and allow your team to move in pretty effectively. Now, unfortunately, the team is not with us. We got a little discombobulated, and we won't be able to push this camp in too effectively, which is unfortunate, but that happens. It's quick match. But imagine it a bit more organized teams where everyone understands how the Sylvanas should be playing, where everyone's following the Sylvanas. Essentially, it gives you so much map control that you wouldn't be able to have otherwise. That was a wasted ult. That was a wasted ult, but I believed in it. Yeah, that was a really bad ult. Okay, looks like we are not able to interrupt Malthael, but we are able to get the bottom camp. Oh, I like that damage reduction there. I think we're okay. Cassia's still going in, man. Here, we'll just come down and spread our W as much as possible. Oh no! Oh no, that damage caught up with me a little too fast. At this level range, we do want to go for the heal. Shadow Dagger heals Sylvanas for 62 each time it spreads to an enemy. Now, this is not an enemy hero. This is not minions. This is any enemy. So if you can throw this out in a minion wave, all of a sudden you're healing for a decent amount. We have the cooldown reduction on the Shadow Dagger that we're throwing out into every team fight. It has like a 4-second cooldown with the way that this enemy team has been grouping up, and that allows us to heal for a ton too, so we're not relying solely on the Ariel player to keep us alive. Looks like the team fight is still going on down here for some reason. I don't even know what we're fighting over anymore, but it looks like our Azmodan will be taken down. Genji is getting back up to full health. And it's not safe for me to go down that way, so what we're going to do is simply push the middle lane. And then rotate up and maybe we'll stay actually. My other option was to rotate up and push top as well. I think we're just chilling. They have numbers in the bottom lane if Azmodan goes there, so they shouldn't need me. But look how much we're able to get health back. Look how easily we can get that health back. Which is something we couldn't do before. So we were at half health, we threw out one W into a minion wave, and all of a sudden, we're almost at full. Which is why I like this build. It's all about bursts of split pushing, bursts of sustain, and then a lot of damage in team fight, especially as you continue to get into the late game.
Lay claim to the altars. Do not disappoint me.
Oh, motherfucker. That motherfucker.
Oh, there goes the board.
I'm gonna channel this now that we got the building down there. And then immediately I'm gonna start pushing middle after this. Or do they need me in? They don't need me in there, right? No, they don't need me in there. They're fine. Let's wait for the minion wave. Come on, come on, come on. Beautiful. We're still gonna go for Cold Embrace. Vulnerability is good. We want to keep that. And we can get this middle building while they're dealing with this push down bottom.
Ah, the enemy destroyed a fort. Fort destroyed.
I was trying to dismount him with a W there. I didn't want him chasing after me. Alright, moving up top, we're going to help our Azmodan push now. Hopefully they don't run into too much trouble on the way up here. We'll just keep these buildings preoccupied. I do not want to get sundered. We don't have our ult because I've been awful at landing them. Nice. Nice. We can keep this going. Now the real question is, how bad do I want to dive this Malfurion? which is not bad at all. Let's go to bottom lane and secure that building now. At least that's what I hope we're doing.
My will is my
No, we're just kind of running all over the map.
Heroes.
We're just literally just walking around the map right now. We have people up top, we have people in mid, all of them are not doing anything. Oh lord. Alright, well at least the team's here now. We could have gotten some free core damage out of the enemy team. Cassia is in danger if she stays there. But at least we're staying in control on these buildings. We're forcing the enemy team to come to us. This is the 5th objective spawn on the map. Which means that all 3 shrines are going to be active, and we can get a lot of value out of these shrines. I'll go ahead. I'll let Malthael channel that, actually.
Do not let the altars fall.
And I'm just going to focus on pushing middle, or maybe going up to top right to help out our Cassia. That's a better plan. So I'm going to silence the D.Va, so she can still nuke even when she's silenced? Or did I not land it in time? I probably didn't land it in time. My ults have been awful this game. Oh shit. We're kind of losing our momentum here. That top left objective is still ready, but I need to get it Sippy Cup first. Oh, we never got top right either. I didn't realize.
Oppose the Raven Lord.
This is a problem.
Do not test my patience.
What happened? Where did D.Va go there? I was so confused.
Oh, just lost the port.
I was so fucking confused. I had no idea where D.Va went there. Well, whole team's dead.
Do not
We're chilling, team. Could go down to bottom lane and push that. If we get this camp. Camp is a little too risky. Camp is a lot too risky. We can come down here and just move that.
done.
We don't know where Thrall went. He's probably getting that camp. But the majority of the enemy team is top left, so we can move in safely here down at the bottom left and get this building very, very quickly. If the team comes with us. You'll notice I'm pinging a lot more than I usually do. And it's because you really do need the team's help to do stuff like this. And because they were just standing in AFK, like in the middle lane AFK, not doing anything, we were able to be picked off by Genji. Whereas I was still doing the right play, we just needed the team to move in with me. And that's a prime example of, even if you know you're doing the right thing, it's still the wrong play if your team isn't coming to help you. Like, you may kill off 4 members of the enemy team and be pinging that core like crazy, but if your team wants to do boss, you should still go help them do boss. We're going to be up in 25 seconds. The enemy team was able to recapture all of their buildings, which is unfortunate, and they also have an XP lead now, so they are going to hit 20 before we do. Also, it looks like our Ariel's a little bit out of position and is going to be taken down, which means we won't have our healer in the next fight. Cassia taking a little bit of damage from that explosion for no reason as well. Malthael will not be able to get away because they have so much chase on their team. So, it looks like we're chilling. I mean, we can pretend like we can get that, or actually, I'm just gonna push. Go push top, because there's no reason to move in on anything else here. I mean, that guy was just dumb. Now, at this level range, once again, I do like to go for Fury of the Storm. It allows you to deal critical hit damage to all minions in a wave, kill them immediately, and then start pushing. You also get the vulnerability from your W ability that we were talking about in the last game, that you can then send a critical hit into, dealing even more critical damage to targets as long as your W is active on them. This also has great synergy with your ability to completely push lanes into like Kingdom Come, because of the explosion talent that we got at level 7. They're going up to defend. I'm gonna be pals with our Asmodean down here, I think. They are all missing. No, they're all attacking. You guys think I'm being salty? You're out of your minds. Like, for real. Oh. Why didn't he just go for the Asmodean? He was right there. At least he got punished for it. At least he got punished. Pointing out mistakes that my team is making is not salty. If you look at everything with rose-colored goggles, you're not going to see mistakes that you and your team could improve on.
Another battle.
Like, I knowingly overextended without seeing Genji on the map, and died for it. I do wish he went for Asmodean, though. Come on. Come on, just hit the highest health target in the game. Just be distracted by that guy so I can run away. Claudia Marie, who has 2 thumbs up and loves Pally. That's cute. Hope to meet you at BlizzCon this year. I will definitely be there. I will most definitely be there.
The altars. Do not disappoint me.
The enemy destroyed a
We don't lose the game here, but this game is way closer than I feel like it should be.
I have no
Way
time.
closer.
I'm listening.
I should be able to stop this push. And wait for the roots to go away.
Meet your doom, Gravekeeper.
They're definitely bossing right now.
Be gone from my domain.
Now all of a sudden we got a close game on our hands. They're pushing the top lane. I can at least delete their minions.
I own.
I can't stop them from moving in though. And I'm not gonna die for that.
Hey, port's gone. That sucks.
Let's just push this out a little bit more. As you can see, with 1 W and 1 auto attack, we're able to clear an entire wave now. James Bay, thank you for the $10 donation. Let's get this back.
I fight on. Give the order. Beg for your needs, Lord.
Hopefully they're not dying. Almost got it, team.
Way to go, guys.
On my way.
Be before us.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, team.
Yes, let the altars rise.
We don't lose the game here either. We probably deserve it, though. We had a really strong early game. Then it's just all starting to go to shit. I was debating pushing top there, but I keep making that mistake and overextending when Genji's not showing. I don't want to do that anymore.
Do not let the
Looks like he's right here.
into the Raven Lord's talons.
Now you shall fall.
I mean, the Valkyrie is nice and everything, but what do you actually want us to do with it, is what I'm wondering.
The enemy destroyed a fort.
The main mistake our team is making right now is that we're all dying at different times. So just as we get our Ariel up, our Asmodean's dead. Just as I rezzed, everyone else died. So the fact that we're all dying at the split time just makes it really, really hard to come back and do anything. Which is why this match feels so bad right now. If we can just get everyone alive, we might be able to actually contest something. But because we never have numbers at any point, contesting anything feels impossible. And all I can do is stall these lanes out as much as possible. Which, I mean, again, to this, I can't do shit.
To the death.
Hey, sports guard. That sucks.
I was gonna say, does she even have a crown on me? I didn't see it. If she has a crown on me, I can deal a lot of damage.
I fight.
They're gonna boss soon, huh? Oh, in a minute. Where's my critical hit? Fuck. Right, we have everyone alive.
Oh, nice explosion. I give it an 8.
We might be able to actually win a team fight here.
Be ready.
But we're not rotating in! This was our opportunity! There we go, team. There we go, team. That's what we fucking needed. I do need to reposition out of that.
And so they return. To the altars quickly, heroes.
Looks like we might be winning the team fight, though. Never mind, Malfurion did the right thing. You're good. So, those are the two builds that I would recommend. The first one is more focused on single target damage, especially to things like immortals, to things like bosses. If you're on, I mean, even if you're on like, what's the name of that map? Warhead Junction. You can still be very effective with a Q build Sylvanas. The build I use there is what I would recommend on maps like Towers of Doom. I think it was fine there. Also on Tomb of the Spider Queen, it's fantastic because it allows you to go in, kill a lane instantly, get those spider butts, rotate, you know, top, middle, and just keep doing that until your team is totally farmed, which can be very, very strong. This one's a little bit harder to make work than just, I'm going to hold down Q the whole game and deal a lot of damage. You've never seen Pally lose. You don't watch a lot of videos. Welcome to the channel. So the build we used here: Overflowing Quiver into Lost Soul, Unstable Poison, Wailing Arrow, Life Drain, Cold Embrace, and Fury of the Storm. Again, the intention of this... Why am I getting attacked by sex bots right now? What is this? This has never happened before. This is fascinating. Just YouTube getting hit, huh? Weird. That was a thing on Twitter for a long time. I'd be like, oh, who's this hot chick that just liked my post? And it was like, oh, it's just a sex bot. I got it. Well, thank you all for stopping by. That's it. Like I said, short stream today. Just two different builds for Sylvanas that I wanted to bring your guys' attention to. Hold down Q the entire game. Go for as spread your W as much as humanly possible, and save your Banshees for disengaging. You need to be careful when overextending, especially versus a Genji, as you can see in that game. Whereas I do think Sylvanas has the ability to split push. She needs her team to be there with her to really make it effective. And the same goes for mercenary camps. So while our team was all grouping and we were pushing effectively, you could see at the first half of that game, we were incredibly effective and we were on top and we were dominating. But it was when people just started splitting off and not really following Sylvanas around and doing their own thing, where the power that Sylvanas brings to a team really falls off. So thank you all for coming by. I'm going to rest my voice for a little bit. We might do a Mass Effect stream today. We'll see how this is feeling. But thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new. And I will see you all tomorrow.